You are more than welcome to disagree with me down in the comment section. However, I do encourage you to share your opinions, whether you agree or disagree. However, I do ask that you be respectful towards myself and towards other commenters, and also that you just don't be nasty down in the comment section towards me or towards each other. No one deserves to have anything nasty said about them over their opinions on something as benign as Pokemon. That being said, you guys are going to have some strong opinions about my opinions, and that's cool. That's what we're here for, is to share our opinions as a community. Let's just be decent about it. We're going to start with S tier is going to be limited to 6 Pokemon. 2 reasons. One is that you can only carry a team of 6 with you through the Galar region, and the second reason is that the more Pokemon you have in S tier, the more diluted I feel like S tier is. So we're going to limit the S tier to 6 Pokemon, which is going to be hard because Galar is one of my favorite regions with some of my favorite Pokemon. So it's going to be really hard to stay within just 6, with a cap of 6 on the S tier. S tier is going to be perfect Galar Pokemon. A tier are going to be Pokemon that I love but aren't perfect. B tier is going to be Pokemon that I like but don't love. C tier are going to be Pokemon that I don't feel any sort of way about. D tier are going to be Pokemon that I heavily dislike. And F tier Pokemon are going to be Pokemon that I hate and would delete if given the opportunity. All right, so Galarian Meowth is going to go straight to F tier because I absolutely hate it. I'm not a fan of Berserker either. You'll see that in a minute. Galarian Ponyta, I love Galarian Ponyta. Galarian Rapidash, I love Galarian Rapidash. Galarian Farfetch'd is so much cooler than Cantonian Farfetch'd. I wish this was the standard Farfetch'd. I think it's the darker colors and the eyebrows that really do it for me. Galarian Weezing is a really cool design. I think it is. Like I said, you may disagree. Galarian Mr. Mime, I don't really care for. I don't care for any of the Mr. Mime family, to be honest. Galarian Corsola, I think, is awesome. When I did the Ho and Johto one, I praised Jotonian Corsola a lot in that video. And I love Galarian Corsola just as much as I do Jotonian Corsola. Galarian Zigzagoon. See, I'm caught between that Galarian Zigzagoon because I love the way Galarian Zigzagoon looks, but it is a pretty lazy change to Hoennian Zigzagoon. But I do love the way it looks, and so we're gonna just ignore the fact that it's a lazy design choice. Galarian Lanoon, not so much. I don't really feel any sort of way about Galarian Lanoon. Darmanitan and its evolution, Darumaka and Darmanitan, I really don't like them. So you know what? We're gonna put Darumaka in D tier, Darmanitan in F tier because I hate it. Galarian Late Yamask, love Galarian Yamask. Galarian Stunfisk, do not like Galarian Stunfisk. Go straight into the trash where it belongs. Let's see. Then we have. Oh God, I was blanking on Gen 7-6 the other day too. Grookey. Grookey is cute, I guess. I don't love it, but I don't like it either. For those of you who have watched most of this series so far, I'm not a fan of grass starters. I'm not a fan of middle stage evolutions, and I'm not a fan of bug Pokemon in general. So Grookey's line is gonna score pretty low. When I saw Rillaboom in Scarlet and Violet and learned that the drums on its that it brings out in the start of battle actually show up on its back when it's not in battle, that made me like Rillaboom more, but it's still not my favorite Pokemon. I'll be honest, if Rillaboom didn't have the drums and drumstick in battle and only brought them out for a specific special attack, if it was just the Gorilla, I would love Rillaboom. It would be one of my favorite Pokemon. But I don't like the drums and I don't like the drumstick. So what are you going to do? Cinderace is pretty cool. Going to put him in A tier. Raboot, not a fan of it. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put Drizzile in D tier because I'm not a fan of it either. Cinderace, not a huge fan of Cinderace. I'm going to put him in the B tier. Sobble, I do like Sobble, and Inteleon is one of my favorite Galarian Pokemon. I'm going to put him straight to the S tier where he belongs. Squovit, don't really care one way or the other about it. Greedit, I don't care for. Oh, I forgot his name. I know he evolves into Corviknight. Corviknight. Oh, fudge. I forgot his name. But I know that I love his color scheme, so he's gonna go in A tier. Corviknight, I love Corviknight. He's gonna go in A tier also. Corvisquire. You know what? I'm gonna put Corvisquire in A tier too. I'm feeling generous today. Blipbug, F tier. Doddle, F tier. I forget his name, but I know that he is a B tier Pokemon. Nickit, I absolutely love. I love the campfire tail that Nickit has. When I first saw it like swaying back and forth in battle and realized that it was a campfire, or at least that's what I think it is. Maybe it's not because it's not a fire type. Maybe it's not a campfire tail, but it looks like a campfire tail, and to me that's awesome. Thievul, I really love Thievel's design. I wish that Thievul had a better. I really wish that Thievul had a better moveset. The very first time I played through Sword and Shield, I caught a Nickit, and I'm like, this is a really cool Pokemon. I'm going to keep it using on my team, and then I evolved it, and I got to like level 40, I want to say, and it just had an absolutely garbage moveset. So I reluctantly put it in the box and let it sit there and just caught a Pokemon with better movesets. One of these days, I'm going to play through Sword and Shield and put a Thievul on the champion team. One of these days. Glossifer, I'll be completely honest. Every time I look at Glossifer, it reminds me of Reba McEntire because she used to have the big red hair. Don't care about Eldegoss either way. Don't really feel anything when I look at Wooloo. Double is okay. I feel like it's just a worse Go-Goat. Choodle, I really don't like. I don't like the point thing on Choodle's head, and I don't like the teeth. But I don't really care for Dreadnought either. The jaw I don't like. The jaw I could do without. I feel like Double is just like a worse Go-Goat. And Dreadnought is just a worse Blastoise. Yamper, they're a better dog Pokemon out there. Boltund is pretty cool, so we'll put him in low B tier. Corcole is a really cool design. I'm gonna put him in. There we go. Roly-Poly, Carcole, not Corcole. Roly-Poly, Carcole. I'm gonna put Carcole lower end of the B tier because I like and also don't like that Carcole's tires aren't round. Like, I get that they're lumps of coal, but it's just so awkward watching it move. So, and Colossal, I feel like if Colossal's pile of coal was shorter somehow, I would like it a lot better. Which I completely understand that these are subjective and arbitrary gripes that I have with these designs, and I am in no way saying I could design better Pokemon than James Turner and the team who designed Gen 8. It's just a simple fact of it's not what I like. Not saying it's bad, not saying it's good, not saying that I could do better. It just is not what I like. So I'm basing this solely on what I like. And Colossal with the big pile of coal on the back of its neck, not what I like. So yeah, it is what it is. Applin is really cute. I'm gonna put it in A tier. When we get to Gen 9, the other evolutions will probably go in S tier. Flapple's gonna go in B tier, and Appleton's gonna go in B tier. Be nice. Sandaconda, Don't really feel any sort of way about it. Sandaconda. No. The Sandaconda is the. I love the shotgun nose on Sandaconda. I can't remember its pre-evolution name, but I love the. To me, it looks like a shotgun nose. And I love the tornado aesthetic it gets when it mega evolves. So we're gonna put him in B tier. Cramorant, I just love how stupid Cramorant is. Got that charming stupidness to it. So it's gonna go in A tier. The torpedo fish, we're gonna put those in D tier because I do not like. You know what? I like the Barrascute one less than the pre-evolution. I don't know. Maybe if they were blue and like more fish colored or more like what we associate with fish, like more blue, I would like it better. It's such an ugly design with such an ugly color scheme. So to me, go in the trash. Toxel, I really love Toxtricity, but I do hate the fact that Toxel wears a diaper. So it's gonna go high and on the D tier. If Toxel didn't have an actual physical diaper, it'd probably be A tier. Toxtricity, they don't have low-key Toxtricity on here, but low-key Toxtricity is my favorite of the two Toxtricities. Both of them are S tier Pokemon in my opinion. Sizzlipede, I think is his name. C tier. And Centiskorch, I remembered. Low B tier. Clobopus, I don't really care anything about it when I look at it. Grappalock is a really cool design. Put it there. You know what? It's pretty bold. I'm gonna put it between Rapidash and Farfetch'd. Sinistea and Poltergeist are absolutely great Pokemon in my... come on. Piece of crap. Come on. I hate that my new internet is so... Back in April, I don't know if this video is going to go up. Back in April, I moved into a new house. And the internet here is so fucking laggy. My wife and I own this house, so that's awesome. Like, it's a proper house. Not an apartment or a trailer, but an actual house. But the internet is so fucking slow sometimes. But nonetheless, Sinistea and Poltergeist, S tier. Sinistea will probably have to drop down to make room for Zamazenta and Dragapult. Spoiler. But Poltergeist is most definitely going to stay. Oh, you know what? I think I've figured out what my 4 S tier Pokemon are going to be. Awesome. Hatenna. God darn it. Hatenna. Oh, you know, I was going to put Hatenna in the A tier anyway. Hatchrim, I was going to put in the A tier also because I like the little dangly body. And then Hatterene. As you know what, we're going to swap Hatterene with... I like the sentence. We're going to swap Hatterene with Poltegeist. Not Polchuggeist. Guess what? The Impidimp line, straight in the garbage where they belong. Where is Grimmsnarl? You little son of a bitch. Thought you could hide from me. Go in the garbage. Obstagoon is going to go in the A tier, low-end A tier. Berserker is going to go in B tier because I like but don't love it. Corsola, Cursula. Gonna go high-end A tier. I love that Spirit broke out of its shell. I think that's really cool. Surfetch is another fantastic design, but I'm limiting myself to 6 S tier Pokemon. Guess what, Mr. Rhyme? You're gonna go straight in the garbage where you belong, you little ugly mustached piece of shit. Runiclus. Shit. Runerigus. I'll look that up. Haha, Runerigus. Oh yeah, my wife and I are getting fishing license so that we can go fishing in Lake across the street. That's what that was. Milcery, I do not care one way or another about the Milcery line. Alcremie, I really don't care about the Alcremie line. What are these guys? The little Spartan bugs. Spark. Not Charge-a-Bug. They're A tier, but Snom's gonna go in the C tier. Frost Moth is gonna go in the C tier also. But let's be honest, there are 1,000 Pokemon, and anybody who says that they can remember all 1,012 just like that, they're either lying or they've never genuinely tried to recite all 1,000 of them. I have. It's really difficult. Ice Cube, if it stayed just like that with the brick on its head, I would love it. I hate Ice Cube's face. And I'm sure that Ice Cube hates my face too. Don't worry. Indeedee, or Indeedee. Gonna go there. Morpico's alright. Qfint, I don't care one way or the other about. Where did Qfint go? This is why I don't want to do live streams. This is why I don't want to do live streams, is because my computer, my internet lags in the best of conditions. There's Qfint. Qfint is going to go to C tier because I don't feel any sort of way about him. Caparajah is going to go to middle B tier because I do kind of sort of like Caparajah. I don't love it, but I do kind of like it. The color scheme is awesome with Caparajah. I don't really know what I would change about Caparajah. You know what? A tier. It's a really good design. I don't know. Stone Journey is gonna jump up though. I don't really know what, if anything, I would change about Caparajah. Maybe I would take the horn stubs off its forehead. Either take them completely or give him bigger horns. But I don't know. But the color scheme is with the green and light green and the white and orange. It's a really cool color scheme. Straight to the trash. Duraludon. We're gonna put Duraludon in the high end of D tier. I very heavily dislike that it looks so intimidating, and when it opens its mouth, it just goes like it just has like the tiniest little mouth, and that ruins it. So straight to the trash, or not trash, straight to the D tier with Duraludon. Dreepy is high A tier. It's one of the coolest. I don't like unevolved Pokemon, but he's a really cool unevolved Pokemon. Dracloak is another really cool Pokemon, and I love the fact that it has a Dreepy attached to its head, or on the back of its head. Dragapult is, as soon as I saw Dragapult, the first time I was playing through Sword and Shield, as soon as I saw Dragapult, my mind, I immediately was like, oh yeah, this is one of the coolest Pokemon I've ever seen. Dragapult is legit in my top 6 or 7 favorite Pokemon of all time. That's how fucking cool Dragapult is to me. The only thing I hate about Dragapult, the only thing I don't like about Dragapult is in Gen 8, when it debuted, the bottom part of its tail was completely see-through. And it really lended credence to the whole ghost thing, right? Then in Gen 9, it made his fucking tail white. And it's no longer see-through. And I hate them for that. It looks so much cooler with the clear see-through tail. It just made Dragapult so much fucking better. I hate that they took probably the coolest part of Dragapult. They took it away in Gen 9. Really did it a disservice. Zacian, I'm going to put in high A tier. Zamazenta, I'm going to put in S tier because Zamazenta is my favorite of the 2 dogs. And I'm basing these off of it having the shield. in the sword, obviously. Not their base forms, but their rusted sword, rusted shield, battle ready forms. Just wanted to put that out there. Eternatus can go in the D tier because I don't really like Eternatus all that much. It's so difficult, especially in game, to actually tell what Eternatus is. The hand form is pretty cool, but I'm not a huge fan of Eternatus as it is. And even more so the fact that you can't get the Gigantamax hand form in the game. You never have access to it, and that just makes it even stupider. So Zamazenta with the shield is... I'm going to put Zamazenta there. Oh, we need to move somebody down. We're going to move Sinistea down, although I don't want to. So we're going to put Dragapult, top S tier, Inteleon. You know what? That looks good the way it is. So there it is. There is my Generation 8 tier list. Let me know down in the comment section what 2 Pokemon you would swap. Would you want to swap Grimmsnarl for Dragapult, for example? Or would you want to swap Appleton and Sirfetch'd? Or Zacian and Zamazenta? Let me know down in the comment section what 2 Pokemon you would swap. And a friendly reminder to just be decent to each other down in the comments. Again, no one deserves to have anything nasty said about them or their opinions over something as benign as Pokemon. So feel free to disagree in the comment section. Feel free to argue in the comment section. Feel free to tell me how stupid and wrong I am. Just be decent to one another. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.